Good afternoon, friends, ladies and gentlemen. At this hour, I wish to share with you another inspiration. Words from Paramahansa Yogananda about a topic that no one really wants to talk about in public, in open daylight. But I believe that these words of wisdom carry deep meaning for all of us, especially at these times that are so unsettling, restless, dangerous, and full of sin. So relax, sit back, and enjoy the reading if you can. Sin is ignorance. What is sin? Asked the disciple. Sin is error. It is born of ignorance, replied the master. What is ignorance? What is error? Ignorance is the lack of awareness of soul realities and the substitution of this dream of delusion for those realities. Error is an action that is based on that misconception. Does not sin mean breaking God's commandments? Inquired the disciple. Yes, replied Yogananda. But ask yourself this: why did God give mankind those commandments? It wasn't arbitrary, and it certainly wasn't to keep us from finding happiness. Rather, it was to warn us that certain kinds of behavior will strengthen delusion's hold on our minds and deprive us of true happiness. If one thinks of sin as breaking God's commandments, the thought then arises of God's anger and stern judgment. But the Lord is our very own. We are His children. Why should He judge us? It is we, rather, who judge ourselves when we imagine that anything we do is beyond forgiveness. But if we understand sin as error, we realize that our errors can be rectified. Referring then to his own guru, Paramahansa Yogananda continued, Sri Yukteswar used to say, as I wrote in Autobiography of a Yogi, forget the past. The vanished lives of all men are dark with many shames. Human conduct is ever unreliable until man is anchored in the divine. Everything in future will improve if you are making a spiritual effort now. I always like to remind people of this simple truth. A saint is a sinner who never gave up. I implore each and every one of us to never give up on realigning ourselves with divine commandments, with unconditional love, and with the power and magnitude, the magnificence of forgiveness. The healing that humanity needs right now will come from divine intelligence and not from some vaccine prophets that want to profit through their selfish, dangerous, tactics and policies and their politics. I urge each and every one of us, look deep into the true motives and motivations that are the reality of some of us who are pushing an agenda that is unholy and sinful. And may God protect humanity from these sinful, unholy agendas. And may He correct those that abuse their powers to enslave people and rob them of their civil liberties, rob them of their constitutional rights. Yes, the virus is dangerous. But I also say yes. Divine love, divine power, divine healing, divine intelligence can deal with any virus, and definitely with all of our sins. And may, I repeat myself, may the Divine Lord, the master of this cosmic game that we experience as we go along, instill in us the 5 vaccines that He so freely and abundantly wants to share with us. The vaccine of Satya, truth. The vaccine of Ahimsa, non-violence. The vaccine of Prema, love. The vaccine of Dharma, righteousness. And the vaccine of truth, Satya. Namaste.